Hello my fellow fashion lovers. Today we head to Paris to discover the Kiko Kostadinov Men's Spring-Summer 2027 show, an anniversary collection celebrating 10 years on the runway. It asserts the house's creative maturity through a singular concept, cognitive estrangement, a subtle, calculated break from reality designed to stop you in your tracks and invite us to reconsider the very structure of clothing. Inside the solemn, historical, and deeply academic setting of the Faculté de Pharmacie, the atmosphere fills with a warm, dimmed, and theatrical glow. It's cast by a series of Saori lamps, featuring taut, curved shapes, designed by Japanese master Kazuhide Takahama. Have you ever felt that unsettling sensation where a familiar piece of clothing suddenly seems to obey different laws of physics? The transformed space creates a hushed overall mood, subtly balancing the quiet tension of a political drama with the sleek aesthetics of a cinematic space opera. The studio draws its foundation and overarching narrative from the work of Italian painter and sculptor Agostino Bonalumi, a major figure of 20th century spatialism. Kostadinov's ambition here lies in invisible textile engineering, translating Bonalumi's 3D extensions into menswear through a hidden framework built beneath the fabric. By exerting a light pressure on the textiles, this hidden structure pulls forward unexpected contours and unique surface tensions. On the runway, the overall look strikes a striking balance between sharp tailoring and fluid lines, perfectly suited for the summer season. The visual signature of this collection lies in the quiet subversion of traditional menswear codes, reworked to redefine posture and natural presence. A striking example of this craftsmanship is the surgical deconstruction of the jacket. Blazers abandon their traditional vertical alignment for a unique 4-point button placement. Single-breasted coats veer subtly to the side to alter the symmetry of the torso, while pockets curve in fluid, asymmetrical lines, yet remain perfectly functional for your hands. The clash of textures pairs the structure of the internal canvas against the lightweight fluidity of elongated tunics, asymmetrical jackets, and wide-leg trousers. The color palette deploys rich, sensory contrasts, revealing deep shades of espresso, chestnut brown, and teal, softened by subtle touches of pale blue. As for the finishes, the secret lies in a recurring diamond geometric motif, outlining the collars and reinforcing the architecture of the belts. Looking closely at the atelier work, this expertise shines on the hems of the wide trousers, where button variations and visible stitching allow you to adjust the structure, the slit, and the drape of the fabric with every step. The show opens with offbeat tailoring. It then unfolds into fluid, elongated, and wrapping silhouettes, grounded in masterful multicultural influences. This design approach extends directly into the footwear and accessories. The iconic Sargo silhouette is reinterpreted into loafers, slip-ons, and mid-top boots, alongside a summer slip-on co-created with Crocs featuring a novel lacing system, and acetate Oakley sunglasses, with futuristic shapes reminiscent of visors. This vision, however, might divide opinion. By prioritizing internally manipulated volumes, off-center closures, and demanding structural research, the designer embraces a collection conceived above all as a creative laboratory. Here, visual experimentation and garment engineering take precedence over the easy comfort of everyday wear. This presentation marks a major milestone for Kiko Kostadinov. It affirms a conceptual maturity that solidifies the brand's footprint in contemporary fashion after 10 years of independent research. Do you think this conceptual approach to clothing can establish itself permanently in everyday menswear? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to read your perspective. Thank you so much for sharing this moment of analysis with me. For a little backstory, Agostino Bonalumi used wooden and metal structures hidden behind his canvases to stretch them from within, giving them a three-dimensional presence. A technique that Kiko Kostadinov translates here with absolute precision into garment construction. I wish you a wonderful time watching the rest of the show. Enjoy every single silhouette, and I'll see you very soon for a new breakdown.